Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is Good Old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteers' offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll run it from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires into the end zone. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Fights off a defender. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Keeps the legs moving. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. That pass is incomplete, and they might be forced unfortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Silva. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Dickey. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Handoff to the lone back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired of going down in the fourth quarter.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. On the option. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Slams ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Coming after him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw, it's Dickey. Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Caught close to the marker, it's Lloyd. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll give it to the back. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Steps away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Nice move to pick up yardage.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Tennessee. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Back to throw, it's Silva. Quickly out to the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. To throw, it's Dickey. He's taking the shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll use a time. For halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. He's back to throw on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. State.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He'll do it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the tool.
He smashes his way through again. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to throw, it's Silva. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll keep it himself. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the comeback is on.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, You know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 11 to USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to let it go. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Dropping back, it's Dickey. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Vols trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer. Lining up for the PAT.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Silva. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over.
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Snags it down the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Vols are marching down the field. They'll try the toss to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Graves. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
They'll try the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
With the run on 1st and goal. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6th.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake.
He's going up top. Makes the grab inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Durham. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This offense has a 2nd down play. Snap it to the back. Shakes off the defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
The give as they work on that clock. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll go to the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll throw it on first down. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Looking for a man, it's Silva. Heaves it on the run. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Here comes the offense on first down. They move the tight end all over. Handoff to the single running back. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up